Well, greetings and salutations, or should I say greetings and 10 below zero. Salutations, everybody. That's right, this morning, Friday the 13th, it's 10 below zero back here in Minnesota, land of 10,000 flakes. Can't wait to get out of here. Yeah, a little chilly. 22 below the night before. But anyway, I hope wherever you're at, see, my mouth is frozen. Wherever you are watching this channel, I hope it's warm where you're at. So what we're bringing you today is an uncomfortable subject that I myself, yes, I watch other RV YouTube channels, but I don't really ever see anybody cover this subject. And this subject is about it's about dying. That's right. This is about staying alive as an RVer because it's dangerous out there, everybody. If you're an avid RVer, chances are high. I've seen two times have I come across bad accidents involving RVs that just, it takes the wind out of your sail for the rest of your trip when you're driving, that's for darn sure. But as we all know, RVing can be downright dangerous, and you got to know what you're doing. If you're inexperienced, I highly recommend that you pair up or buddy up with someone. If you've never driven a coach, I recommend taking maybe some safety classes or courses. I know they're out there and available, or at least getting some saddle time with someone that is an avid coach driver that you can learn from, because it does take some learning. The sad part about the RV industry is anybody and their brother, at least as far as I know, except for maybe California and one other state, and I'm not clear on what I'm about to say either, but almost all states in the United States don't require any kind of endorsement to pull a camper, a big fifth wheel, or to drive a coach, and that's downright scary. When you take a person that lives in the city or grew up in the city that maybe drove a car their whole life and doesn't have a lot of experience handling a gigantic 35 or a 40-foot, even a 42-foot tag axle diesel pusher, man, that's putting yourself in danger. Or towing a fifth wheel camper. If you don't know how to pull trailers, or how to back up, or how to read a situation to know how to get out of it, that puts you and others in a place of danger. Some statistics for you. Did you know that on average, annually, 26 people die a year in RV accidents? And on average, 75,000 people annually are hospitalized from RV accidents. Man, just this year alone, I started doing some research this morning on RV accidents just here in Minnesota for 2024. And take a look.
The only official word on this crash so far is that it's being treated as a serious injury crash. They're still cleaning it up. They're mapping out the crash right now, and we expect a statement for them within shortly in a little bit. But
a closer look at the scene here with an iNews viewer photo. Report of a camper overturned. No details yet on whether other vehicles. Breaking news out of East Grand Forks, Minnesota on this Monday evening. A report of an RV hit in the ditch. This is about a mile east of East Grand Forks.
That's not where you go.
Oh my God.
I know, man. That's some scary stuff. You really got to know what you're doing. But first and foremost is safety. One thing that really rattled my cage was, I think it was back in July or so of this year, there was a woman with, I believe, a truck and a fifth wheel camper, and they're not quite sure how it happened, but she was at her campsite hooking up or was hooked up and getting ready to leave or something like that. And somehow her rig started to roll, and she wasn't out of the way. And can you imagine getting crushed to death by your own truck and trailer? I know most of you are like, oh my God, that's just pure stupidity. Well, that's the scary part about it is, guys, some people laugh about that and they call it herd reduction. Well, those people that don't know any better, you got to get educated and know what you're doing. Now, for me, I grew up out in the country. So when I was 14, I actually had my driver's license because I lived on a horse farm. So we were able to get a special farm endorsement living out in North Dakota back in those days. So since 14 years old, but before that, I grew up racing dirt bikes and riding trials bikes and motorcycles. And, so I gained experience rather quickly about how to read certain situations and how to feel out the road, how to read the road, wind conditions. But it's so much more than that, you guys. You need to have a checklist. Now, if you're an RVer, maybe you have one, but I'm going to put a couple up on the screen here for you that are very good examples of RV travel checklists, things that you need to be aware of and things that you need to know and things that you need to do if you're going to get on the road and put your life in danger as well as all those people around you's life in danger. So, my message to you guys, if you're an RVer or thinking about RVing, and you want to stay alive, because I want to see you guys out on the road. I'd love to meet whoever's watching this someday. We do a lot of traveling in the winter, and we're due to head south pretty soon, but I love it when people on the channel reach out and they go, hey, wow, we go to Kerrville, Texas, or we're in Fredericksburg, Texas, or hey, you'll be in Bullhead City, Arizona, we're going to be in Quartzsite, or we're down in Havasu, or we're also in Bullhead City. It's cool, stuff like that, because I love to reach out to those people if you watch the channel, and I love to get together and meet people. That's what this whole RV life is about, and bringing messages to you on YouTube and trying to bring a message to the public for more knowledge and education. That's what life's about, using this stuff for the good. So I encourage you, be safe. Get that RV checklist, and before you do every travel mile, make sure that you are crossing those T's, that you're dotting those I's, that you're not driving beyond your capacity, that you're doing all your safety checks, that you're not marathon driving for 10, 12, 14 hours with a 40-foot fifth wheel behind you or a 42-foot tag axle coach. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. So keep that in mind, everybody. We got some more stuff coming up for you. I can't wait for January 13th to get here, because we're going to be getting out of here. See ya.